you maybe describe the feeling of getting on a horse or just working with a horse, and why does that so positively affect young people, or anyone for that matter?
Well, when we bring, say, like a young kid in here, 7 to 8 years old, that's never been around a horse, and just seen them on TV, they're terrified. Horses, because they're intimidating, you know what I'm saying? But then, once we start to working with them, you know, we get them to the point where they'll lead this big animal. Can you imagine what that does to one? You know, 2 days ago they was terrified. Now they're leading this big, huge animal, you know, just with his fingertips.
What do you think the connection is between horses and you know, improving confidence?
Well, horses teach us a lot about ourselves, you know, and it teaches, for example, there are 3 human emotions that are incompatible with communicating with a horse. It's anger, fear, and patience. If you have any anger in you, the horse is going to pick it up, and you're not going to be able to communicate with the horse. So it teaches how to control your anger. Same thing with fear. If you have this fear running through you, they'll pick that up, and you're not going to be able to communicate. So once you learn that you cannot communicate with this animal, if those 3 things are present, then you learn to get rid of those 3 things. So that's how it helps you. I know one of the things that it did for me when my kids were young, I think my oldest boy, who's 33 now, when he was about 12, with all my kids, we got involved in horses. And I like to think, and matter of fact, I know that it built up their self-confidence. And it also teaches that you can get things, except young people, you can get things out of life without taking them. See, you ain't gonna take nothing from a horse. You know, you're not gonna hold pulling. They measure stuff in horsepower. You know what I'm saying? So you have to cooperate with this horse to get this horse to cooperate with you. So it teaches cooperation. And you want to respect me. That's what that horse is saying. Because if you don't, I can take you out of here. Just that quick. So it teaches that. You know, it teaches you can get things done without taking them. We teach that there's love and strength. And that's what the horses are. There's love and strength. These are powerful animals. And you just treat them with kindness, they'll give it back to you.